Hello and welcome to CueSports International and Predator's presentation of the Alfa Las Vegas Open. 192 players playing 10 ball for $125,000 of prize funds. Stage 1 is 2 sets, best of 7 games. If sets are tied, it'll be settled by a shootout, and it will be double elimination. Stage 2, final 64, is a little different. And since this match is to go into the final 64, Mark White and myself will bring you the live action. Mark.
Good afternoon, guys. We're back. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Alex Kazakis always, well, I think he's played in every single one of these. I mean, I don't remember him not playing in one of them. He loves it.
He's actually played in 8 events. I'm not sure how many we've had, but not more than 10, I don't think. He's played in 8 of them. He's won once, and he's only 2 out of the money. On all other 6 events, he was in the money.
I'm trying to remember which one he won. Was it Wisconsin? Wasn't it? I believe it was Wisconsin.
It was Wisconsin. His opponent, Duong Hoang from Vietnam, just off of a huge win in the 9-ball World Championships over Shane Van Boening. I'm sure he's still feeling his oats from that.
Yeah, I've been to Vietnam twice now. I know the pool scene out there very, very well. And my last visit, there was actually the Vietnam Championships going on, and he was there. And he is, I believe, the #1 in Vietnam at the moment. Terrific player. And I'll tell you, they've got some fantastic female players coming through as well from there. You'll see some of them.
Well, he's already played. Go ahead.
No, I finished.
Oh, well, he's only played in 2 events, and he was 9th in Las Vegas here last year.
Very good player, classy. Now, can he use the 5 ball here? Draw off the 5 up towards the 3 ball. That's the plan, I think.
He's got to hit the 5 just right. You're right, though. He just comes just past the 6. There you go. No, you don't want to go just past it. He said, I'm going all the way up.
Brilliantly played. Look at that cue power. Fabulous shot. Beautiful shot.
It was very impressive to watch him. Against Shane. He played outstanding. And Shane, Shane always plays good, especially in the finals. Shane played some of his best pool. This guy just didn't offer him any opportunities. As you can see here, moves the ball. You won't see him miss many balls, if any. His position is clean, in line. Yeah, he's going to go 2 rails here for position on the 6, moving the cue ball from the rail towards the 6 ball to be in perfect line for the side pocket. Oh, he went straight up.
Yeah, I just had a quick look at the YouTube channel just to see everything's up and running all right, and it is, and it's absolutely full of Vietnamese fans. Absolutely full of them.
Mark, I have been on some of the YouTube streams when this young man is playing. This 36-year-old young man is playing, and it is just full of the Vietnamese fans, and they are so proud of their player, and they have every reason to be. This guy can really play, and you can just tell he's loved over there, absolutely loved over there. And you can see when you watch him play, if this is the first time you've seen him play, you'll see why. Straight in on the 10 ball for game #1.
Yep. This 10 ball goes in. We're going to go out just for a minute, and we'll be back with rack #2. See you soon, guys.
I like coming off the second rail. That way I guarantee I'm not frozen to the rail. See it all the way out to the mouth of that ball.
Oh, this has got to be accurate. It's going to be. Look at this for a shot.
Nice.
Glorious, lovely
Nice.
shot.
Made it. Just rail. Oh my, what a shot. That was a hell of a shot right there.
But not there because the 10 ball was very big.
Oh, look at this around the back of the
Right
nine.
around the back.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Just a close. And we're back watching Junior, our referee from Tennessee, racking the Predator balls as you see the reflection of the Predator arena lights on this beautiful Predator Apex table on this nice Arcadia cloth.
I just love that girl's accent. I love hearing her talk.
She says, I asked her if she was from Tennessee or from Texas. She says, no, we have a little more twang in our accent than the Texans do. She's just so nice. Alex watching his opponent break the balls after giving it up the first game.
Oh, what a break.
This guy's got everything. He's got all the tools. Straight in on the 2,
Yeah,
3 ball available.
Look at the 4 though. 4 is ugly.
And so is the 6, 7, 9. Oh, the 4, 6, 9. Excuse me. I thought that was a 7 ball over there. Doesn't look purple from this angle to me, but now I see the 7 up on top. Might as well just follow 2 rails. He's coming back. He can, yeah, that's what I thought there.
It's a shame about that 4 ball. He's got to do something about it. What's he looking at here, George?
Possibly a carom on the 9. By the way he was measuring that and the way the balls lay, it looks like the most natural shot if he's going to be offensive. Otherwise, he's looking for a safety.
Yeah, I don't think there's any carom here. No, he has called it, George.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he's going to be offensive, that's his only offensive shot.
Wow.
I like it. Look if he stuns that to the right, how it hits the 9 just right. Center, just a little center right.
Oh, he's got to get it,
Yeah.
because he'll be opening everything up if he misses it for Alex Kazakis, the man from Athens.
He doesn't measure much wrong. This guy doesn't do too many things wrong, I tell you. Tough shot, regardless.
Oh. Oh, what a bonus as well. Made the 5 ball.
Yeah, Alex is in a battle here. Man's Fargo is 805 and climbing. Alex is 812. Part of the 32 club. 800 plus.
Is that how many there are?
Yes. In the top 100 list. There's a few more players, but they're just not in Fargo. They're either data's too old or
Fargo Rate, one of our sponsors here, of course. We've got the booth here next to Salotto, if you want to come down and speak to the Fargo guys. Really smart people. Mike Page, Steve Ernst. There's not a lot they don't know about computer programming, George.
I go down there and talk to them, and the guys on the table there. Nice setup they have in the booth. And you can play Lotto matches right there. If you were here, guys, come to Las Vegas. You get to do all kinds. Look how nice he controls that cue ball.
Beautiful. Yeah, Alex Kazakis has got a game on his hands here. This guy is a real handful. And it goes. Got some fans in the audience as well as on YouTube. And just a reminder, guys, if you want to watch any of the tables here, you can go to kazoom.com or tv.kazoom.com. You choose. And you can choose which match you want to watch, just for a small fee. But of course, we always have these 2 free stream tables for you. This one, and another one going on at the moment as well. And Christina to catch is in the booth for that one.
Well, we just lost all our viewers, except for the Vietnamese.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of Christina in the booth with me yesterday, and she's just come on so much in this last year. You know, her game has improved so much. And the game going on that table is Francisco Sanchez Ruiz against Alex Montpellier.
He's one of our guys. Used to be part of the production crew.
He did.
Yes, he did. Well, both these gentlemen had a bye to start things off. They've only played 1 match, and this is the 3rd match for them. Actually, so it's a 3rd round match. Winner here goes into the winners qualifier for the final 64.
No love on the break there. And he's left an open shot on the 1 ball. Is there any banana skins on that table at the moment, George? Any
slippery slopes?
Yeah, anything
Well,
that might pull him up?
He's got to go from the 7th to the 8th for position to the side pocket. But other than that, really, the 4 ball only has 1 pocket. Getting on this 2 ball, he's going to have to come back to about where he is now. Now this young man can play a little bit. I recall, was it last year or maybe the year before, he beat Shane in a tournament 9-0.
Yeah, that was the Masters, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
He was in the final of the Masters.
Yeah.
Put to bed lots of ghosts with that win. Remember the loss against David Al-Qaedi, of course, very famously.
Yeah, that great safety he played, and David just banks it in the corner like it was a hanger.
Yep.
Yes.
And then sunk to his knees and arms raised in the air. Some sporting moments, you know, you just never forget, do you?
Well, shots like that, you know, a lot of us can recall if you've ever had a shot like that that wins you something really big. And it just in the moment.
What would you know about that, George?
I had that happen once.
Really?
Yes.
What's your biggest win then?
Well, it's not my biggest win where this happened, but it was just a really it was a good tournament. And I'm watching this guy, and we're hill, and he's playing a shot, and I know he's going to leave me that long safety and challenge me with the bank.
Tell us in the break, George.
Tell us in the break.
I wanted you to talk about these 2 pros for now.
Well, this right now, it's easy. It's pretty simple for him. You can either stun it over and play the 5 in the same corner, especially with that angle, or you can go forward just a hair, use the rail, and play the 5 past the 6.
Yeah, look at that, George.
It's going inside.
Right
play
hand
the 5.
English. Not sure he played the rub on it, but
Well,
he got it.
He may have played it because the 5 ball may have been tight going by the 6, and that opened it up for him.
Excellent catch. He is in a battle on one of the outer tables. He lost the first set to Jose Alberto Delgado from Spain. He's 2-1 up in the second set. Mika Immonen, player of the decade, has just started out on his 5:30 p.m. match. He's up against Alexa Patel. Back to this one. Alex looking to get his first rack on the board.
Probably take the bank on the 8. No, he's going to go for the side pocket and just.
Oh, what's he done? What's he done?
It would have been safer to take the bank on the 8 or avoided the 10 ball altogether. But I will say one thing. They're cheering in Vietnam. In Greece, not so much.
I've always wanted to do this. I'm not sure what the time is there, but I think it is this time of day. Good morning, Vietnam. Always wanted to do that.
Okay, Robin.
Yeah, God rest his soul. Robin Williams. A lot of people say I look a lot like him, George.
I never thought of that, but
Got the same chin, apparently.
could be.
Well, what a let-off. And it's quite interesting, you know. We're seeing the positional shots that aren't going right. They're under-hitting. And this is a new generation cloth they're using here. And Albin was describing last night how it's not quite as fast as the last ones. Much easier to control. And he said it's all about the cloth now, and it's not so like a skating rink. It's a little bit easier to control the cue ball.
It makes sense, and I'll tell you why it makes sense. Game number 3 for Duong. Jim White's and I commentated on this table, and Jim made exactly the same observation. He says that it seems to check up, and when they do miss position, it's because they didn't go as far. And maybe with this third generation clock, it's a little, they add a little more, I think they use Australian worsted wool, and they added just merino. And they added just another strand or something like that, just made it so it wouldn't be quite as fast. And
I
I
should
think
have
they perfected
asked
it.
my mum. She'd have knitted them one. Loves a bit of knitting, my mum.
Does she? I won't.
Saw Alex Kazakis there taking a sip out of his Coca-Cola. And if you look on his shirt next time he's at the table, he's got a burger advertisement on his badge.
Alex does?
And that's his brother's burger joint. There you see it. Can you see the burger just over his shoulder? You'll see it in a minute.
In Greece or here in the States?
In Greece, yeah,
Okay.
in Athens. I thought it'd have been souvlaki or a gyros or something like that. I had a souvlaki the other night, actually.
Well, I tell you what, I tried to have the other night before last. I tried to have some foie gras at the little place here, and they changed it. No, couldn't get it.
Yeah, it's illegal now in a lot of places.
No,
Foie gras?
foie gras.
What's that?
That's the Vietnamese chicken soup.
Ah, I thought you meant foie gras.
Oh, I know. I guess I said it wrong.
No, you said it right. I thought you meant foie gras.
Oh, never heard of that.
Good, you don't want it either. It's disgusting.
Oh, nice safety.
Well, you say
Did he
that.
get it?
Hasn't got it.
It sure looked like
he's
it did.
left a dead cert carom or combo on the 4-ball here. Oh, he did get it, George, did he? No, he didn't get it. Look.
He's
having
looking.
Yeah, he's going to call the 4.
So he can see the side of it, so just a little playing the carom.
He needed another roll on that cue ball to get it tighter behind.
Cue ball.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Alex not happy with that result, and he'll let you know it. You know that song they sing, if you're happy and you know it?
Clap your hands.
Yeah, well, Alex said, if you're not happy and you know it, slam your stick.
There you go, look, home burger.
Home burger. Meanwhile, to close out the first, set of the match. He needs to run these balls.
This for a place in stage 2, and that's when it goes single elimination, but it goes to the best of 3 sets, and then if we go 3-3 in the deciding set, that's when we have the shootout. So this is the first time we've tried this new format, and we'll see how it goes from tomorrow, George.
I haven't seen it yet, so, well, we're not in the final and second stage. So we make changes to try to appease the players and listen to just improve the tournaments and appease the viewers too. Nice cue, as you can see there. Duong is sponsored by Perry. As you can see the patch on his shirt there. I tried to interview him at the beginning and asked him how old he was, and he repeated it 2 or 3 times. So I don't think he speaks any English at all.
No, he has an interpreter.
There was 2 people that were sitting behind where he was sitting, and they clued me in on the information that I needed. Good play.
Just got a nice little angle here. It's done off the side rail. Alex will not be happy. Oh, he could just draw straight down even nicer.
Yeah, he had that angle to either play, whatever he'd like more. And set number 1 goes to the man from Vietnam. Uncontested, 4-0. And we'll go to a 1-minute break and be right back. We are back to start the second set with Alex Kazaki breaking first. Winning the lag. That means that Hoang will break first in the second set. I got my first and seconds mixed up. Pretty much parks the cue ball, and that one ball went up in that corner pocket. I think it went off the corner of the side. Does he have a shot on the 2? Looks like he's going to have a... Nope, he's right behind the 4. He'll be pushing out to a short jump shot, it looks like. Half ball jump. The thing about it is if you jump this ball and cut it to the corner, the English that comes off the jump could just take it right into the opposite corner.
course, the extension, George.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, is this the chance he's been waiting for? Didn't quite see where it finished off, if he had a shot or not. Yeah, the 2 passes. Just a nice little soft draw here.
And all of a sudden, this looks like a drill.
Yeah, you feel he needs to run out here, George, to stamp his authority on this second set. Won't want to lose from here.
Yeah, you're totally right. He's got to gain some momentum. And spend some time at the table. Only way you can win is with time at the table. Because you can't do it out of the chair. Captain Obvious, that would be me. He could just bump the 5 a little bit, push it up so he can play it in the side pocket past the 9. Or to the corner. Yeah, there you go.
The reigning 8-ball and 9-ball world 9-ball champion is on his way. He's won the first set against Alex Montpellier.
You must be talking about Francisco Sanchez.
Certainly, yeah.
Hottest player on the planet right now. Him and the Alex's opponent.
Yeah, I think I'd put Fedor Gorst before him
Well,
in that category. And Fedor has won the first set, and he's on the hill in the second set against Chris Reinhold. So he's well on his way as well.
Mark, you made a great point. But Federer's in his own category. A little higher level.
When we're talking about best players in the world, yeah, what you're saying is he's on another planet, right?
Well, he's in the top 3 conversation all day long. How's that? Some would say he's on another planet, just like you said it. Meanwhile, Alex is saying, let's start this set off a little different. Because this is how the first game of the first set started. Alex broke, and Duong stole it. Ran out. And now here, Duong broke, and Alex pockets his 10 ball and steals the first game. And that's exactly what happens in set number 2.
A real battle between Jose Alberto Delgado and Eklund Kachi. Delgado took the first set. Second set, Kachi leads 3-2, fighting for his life on the winner's side. Sullivan Clark has gone through, the New Zealander. He's gone through against well, it's a kind of a local battle, as local as you can get to Australia and New Zealand. A great battle, that. James Giardius, loser in that particular one. And look at this, Victor Zelensky, the reigning champion, has just scraped through by shootout against Alvin Anguito.
Alvin Anguito, that's a name I have not heard. Genie racking the balls again. You can see all the Predator Arena lights on reflecting off the balls as shiny balls. Alex breaking from the side, the opposite side where most people break from, because you can tell by the marks on the table, there's not many on that side, if any. It looks like the weather.
Oh, the Arizona desert, are you saying, George?
Mm-hmm. Combo on a 6 for a safety. He plays aggressive, so.
Yeah, he's got to play the combo here. I mean, there's what safety has he got?
Hit the side of the 1 and go right between the 7 and the 6. But it might not even fit through there. So, like you said, he's got to play the combo. Especially elevated.
Oh, you're right. He didn't play it. Played safety, George. I take all back what I've said about you.
I can give you a whole list of things. I kid, folks. I kid, believe me. I haven't heard Mark say a crossword about anyone.
Life's too short for that, George. Love everybody. If they don't love you back, that's their problem.
Here we go back to that old married couple again.
What have we got for dinner tonight, darling?
Jack?
I'll have fries with that.
Is he playing the 10? No. Okay. He just signed. Oh, that double kiss hurt him. He would have been in good shape right behind that ball. There's Jack Ripple looking at his phone.
Who's Jack Ripple? I know that name.
A friend of mine from, he was working with, I think last year he was working for Ozzy for a little bit. And he's from, so he was military and he was stationed in Sierra Vista for a while, so down in my area. So I've known him for a while. That's him with the black.
I know the
and
name.
Jimmy Souza. Jimmy D'Souza, right next to him. They both have done some work for CSI.
Mario He in action against American Mason Cook. Mario leads 2-1 in that one.
A bit of a jump shot. Called the 6 ball, I believe.
Not a lot going right. Well, that's gone right. He's had a little bit of a rub of the green there. Brought his jump cue with him, look. Hoang. Must have called the... Oh, what a shot. And he's made the 6, which he called, I think. But he's also jumped the cue ball in as well.
That was hit with some power, wasn't it?
Wow, wasn't it just? Let's have a look at that again. Incredible.
Alex is looking at this 2-10 combo. Trying to get game number 2 very fast. Like a short order cook. You know, with the hamburger. You know. Oh no, he didn't bother with it. He gets on the other side, he's got the 210 combo. He's smiling like maybe he was trying to get to the other side, but I don't think so. He's going for the run.
It's the pace of the table again that's catching him out, George. Oh, he's caught the wrong carom there on the 3 ball. He's just not there at the moment, is he? Everything just not working out right. He's played for the hook there, and I don't think he's got it, has he?
Yeah, but he doesn't have anything offensive. He's going to try to kick soft and hit where he's pointing now, right there. And kick the 3 ball out between those 2 balls and leave the cue ball behind the 4.
This needs to be so accurate.
Yes, it does. It's very. Shane did this in a big match just recently. I was watching. Did it very successfully, and then another player did it yesterday. I forget who it was. It's very, very pretty to watch. That's a lot of spin on that ball. He's changed it. He's changed it.
What did he call it? The 5 ball or the 3?
The 3 ball. He's playing 2 rails.
Oh, that would have been one for the reel.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not. His referee's called a foul, I think. Oh,
wow.
Want to have another look at that. Well, we're going to leave them to sort that out. We're going to let them have another little look at this because yeah, it was red first. It was 3 first, right? It was 3 first.
Can you run that again? It looks good.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
It's very tight.
Just gonna replay that for the referee. Hoang convinced that he hit the 3 first. We're going to have another look at it, guys. And the referee is right over our shoulder. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, the 5 ball goes up. Oh, yeah, it travels up. It's tough to see.
Referee has to make the decision. It's her decision that's final. So, well, now, so just replacing the cue ball where it was.
Both players agree to let the referee change her decision because of the camera. Very, very hard to call even with the replay.
Yeah, we had a similar one yesterday, didn't we? On the other TV table where it was very, very tight and almost impossible to see with the human eye at normal speed. But luckily, we've got the technology to show it again, and kudos to the referee for, you know, changing her decision. So we're back up and running again. No harm done. Everyone's happy. He's brought the jump cue with him, and I think he's going to be using it as well.
Well, the last shot he shot that jumped that far was very powerful. So if this is the same, it might fly off the end rail. 'Cause he's cutting thin.
Called the 3-ball. Wow, what an effort that was, and makes it off the 7. Gets a whistle, a whoop whoop from the crowd, and deserved it as well. Fabulous shot. And a shot on the 4 as well.
Jeannie Hudo, our referee from Tennessee, wisely using the camera. And Hoang actually adamant about, no, that was no foul. Got them to use the camera. We don't normally use the camera, do we?
I'd just like to bring up as well, for those of you that may be in any doubt of, you might have seen the gentlemen, the 2 gentlemen sat together at just over the shoulder of Hoang. Are the interpreters, which you used earlier on, and I just want to say that they were there to interpret. They weren't calling the foul themselves or anything. So they were purely interpreters, just to clear that up.
Alex was good with it too.
Yeah, Alex is fine. Alex is so laid back, he's almost horizontal. Beautiful stroke again. I tell you, I love watching this guy play.
The 2 gentlemen you just referred to were on the screen there for a second. Right over his right elbow.
Oh, he nipped that away from the rail.
He'll be coming back 2 rails, I believe.
Well, I've got a message for the Vietnamese people. Chao Boi Sang. That means good morning, I think.
They don't think so right now because he hung up the 9.
Oh dear.
And this is still the 2nd game of the 2nd set, which Kazakis has to win to set this match to a shootout.
He's drawing this, George.
I would be going rail first.
What a shot. Perfect.
Kind of like that. I'm not sure if he went rail first or just cut the outside of the ball. Either way, he got where he needed to be, and game number 2 goes to Alex Kazakis. We'll go to a 1-minute break and be right back with you. And there you see Jeannie handing the cue ball to Alex, who took the game in question.
Very dramatic rack, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Good break. No reward though. Unbelievable.
Sorry, I have
If
to
looks
laugh.
could kill. I mean, you can't hit them much better than that, can you?
Or much harder. Kazakis is slamming that cue ball, though, I tell you. He is hitting it hard. Solid, too. And when you hit him like he just did, you say to yourself, what do I have to do? Well, that one, when he first hit it, I thought it was dead center of the pocket.
Does the 4 go past the 8, George?
Yes. And he gives us an angle, and it's no. I love it when they can give us good camera angles like that. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's opening things up.
Well, now the 2 ball is going to be in a good place. Does the 2 ball go past the 9? But he's shooting the 1, so it doesn't really matter because you can play position for the 2.
As long as this holds up, he's okay, and it has. Just slightly hampered by the 9 ball. Can either just sort of stop it as soon as he can, or use the rail. Probably just try and hold it, George, hey?
It's got that angle to where the player's going to have to make that decision. It looks like he can slide down the rail and come back with the cue ball towards the 10. But it also looks like he's drawing away from that, so no, he could hold it. It's one of those tricky angles that...
It's all about the 4 ball now. He could also play the carom on the 8, George, can he?
That's a good call, Mark.
Don't mind that. We'll soon know, George, by the way he plays if he comes over other than anything past straight, and he's playing, well, he might be playing it straight in. 8 ball, yeah, he's called the...
You called it right.
Yes, there's my one right call of the day.
I was going to say, you usually call him right on Thursday. I'm not so sure about Wednesday.
I'm dreading Sunday.
Oh, my. We don't work on Sunday. Oh, the women's, don't we? We do the women's.
He's got to catch this mighty fine, though. Nicely played.
He plays those shots like that. So accurate.
He played that 9 ball, didn't he? I think it was in the first rack, wasn't it? Of the first set.
Yeah.
Played that beautifully. Well, guys, if you're watching, watch his stroke, because you won't go far wrong if you can mimic that. Beautiful. Controls that cue ball so well, gets so much power as well with very little effort. There's another example of it. Beautifully played again. Look at that. Zip and the arc.
Zippity-doo-dah.
Yeah, zippity day. I've got a feeling this rack's going Hoang's way.
There you go. Well, he needs to, if he wants to close this out in 2 sets, he needs this game. And I honestly believe he's going to get it. Now, here's a good test of how he feels about this cloth. If he follows this 2 rails, which he is, looks like he is, yeah.
This one then to halve Kazakis' lead in the second set. Strokes it in, no problem at all. 2-1 Kazakis, but he still trails by 1 set to 0. Quick score update for you. We mentioned the great Bustamante earlier on.
Joven Bustamante? You were talking about Francisco Bustamante.
Yeah. Now I'm going to talk about the other one. No relation. Well, apparently he's a distant cousin or something,
His father,
isn't he?
he's his father's third cousin.
Yeah, that's it. So they are related. A bit like I'm related to you in some way along the line. I don't know how, but I probably know your hairdresser's wife, sister's auntie's husband or something like that.
More than
But anyway,
likely.
Joven Bustamante is level 2-2 with Oliver Schnellnocki. Now, Oliver Schnellnocki came to being, you know, he came of light, became aware, the public became aware of him back in the World Pool Championships about 2 years ago now. I believe he got to the final, didn't he?
He's
No, he got to the semi-final, and Omar Al-Shaheen beat him in the semi-final, and then Albin Ocean beat Omar Al-Shaheen in the final. That was it. I was there. I should remember
okay.
that, George. I was actually there.
Apparently you do.
In Milton Keynes. It's all coming back to me now. Breaking off then. Hoang looking to go level, and he's made a ball. Has he got a shot on the one? Let's have a look at his face. Well, he shakes his head.
If it goes by the 2, or whatever ball's there on the rail.
Good break.
4, I guess. No, he doesn't have a shot on the 1. The bank's got a double kiss unless
He's looking at leaving the jump, look. Called a push. So he's going to be pushing to the jump shot. And Alex has got to make up his mind whether or not he wants to take on the jump. Or
I'm
put
just-
Hoang back.
You know, I just wonder on that shot mark why he chose more angle to jump. Never mind, I just answered my own question. I was going to say why he chose more angle to jump about over the 3 ball than the 2 ball, and that's because the 4 is still in the way if he jumps over the 2.
Yeah.
Simple question. I didn't see that at first.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. No, cue ball. He's all right, and he's got a shot on the 2. Great shot again with that jump stick.
Well, I've seen him play a couple times now, and I can see he's the real deal.
Oh, 7's got in the way, has it? It has.
Yeah.
But he's got options here, George. He's got a billiard into the side.
He can roll behind a 5. Oh no.
Yeah, he's called it.
He can't roll behind a 5, doesn't have the angle for it. Nice call.
It's called the 8. And he made the 5 as well. It wants this 3 to keep on travelling though. It hasn't.
Checked up short like you were talking about.
Look at that, a little double kiss on the 5. Little bonus there. 2-rail kick. And 1 rail, is he? No, he's going to go back to the 2-rail option.
Called the 3 ball.
Oh, he made the cue ball.
Well, if you call the cue ball, it's still a foul. Well, Alex gets himself, comes into the table and is in a good position to lead this set 3-1. He's got 4 balls to pocket, a stop shot for the 7, Stop shot for the 9 and slide down for the 10. Little angle. He's earning his runs. Yeah.
Confirmation, Fedor Gorst has beaten Chris Reinhold 2-0. Fedor goes into the last 64, stage 2.
Unscathed.
Yeah, and Lucas Werner has beaten Mark Biesterbosch by 2-0 as well. Going well, young Lucas. Plays at Jason Shaw's place a lot in Connecticut.
Is that where Jason's place is? Yeah, I wasn't sure.
So on the hill then, Alex Kazakis. A little bit of breathing space. And we're going to be back, guys, in a minute's time. Don't go anywhere. This is getting exciting.
And we are back in action. Alex breaking the balls, leading 3-1 on the hill for the second set to send us to a shootout. For those of you asking for brackets, I believe they are up. Go to the 2020, go to ProBilliardSeries.com. Right in the middle at the top toolbar, it says 2023 Alfa Las Vegas Open scores. Tap on that. And then you get the brackets that you've been seeing on the line, I guess, layout that we used to have. And then there's a blue bar that says brackets. Press on that and you can have your brackets to look at it any way you want. Meanwhile, I'll go to the old style, the one we've been using, and take a look at, I wanted to see Fedor Gorst's record on who he's played and if he's even lost a set yet.
Foul there from Hoang.
Uh-oh, left it out. As soon as he hit it out.
No, he's going for the hook. He's gone for two. He's going for 3 fouls, George.
Oh.
So disappointed there. Had an easy chance to hook him for the second time, but it's worked out okay, George.
Well, he's avoided the 3 foul possibility. Almost making the ball. Thought he did. And giving up a shot. But the 6-7 is still tied up on the bottom. And the 2 ball needs a home.
He might do some damage here. Can he get away from that 10 ball and go and disturb something?
Well, the 5 ball's available. So is the roll up behind the 9. But if he rolls it up behind the 9, there's a possibility of making a 5.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering, he's got to play, can't play the billiard, he's got to play the combo, hasn't he? Otherwise he'll lose the 2 ball.
There's no sense in playing the billiard unless he plays it hard, and that's uncontrollable.
You just get the sense that this is a real big key shot in this match, not just this rack, in the match, because it will, of course, if he can sort these difficult layout here, he's got every chance of going to a shootout, and he's been in a few of those over the history of the Pro Billiard Series.
Oh, nicely done.
Beautifully played. Well worth another look. Judged it to perfection. He's got to do a little bit more work here. Would he try and maybe go into the 4, George, or is he going to?
I think he's not spinning the ball to the left, so he's going into the 4. Good call, Mark.
Yeah, I like that shot. Guaranteed to hold it, wasn't he then? Trusting a little bit to luck still, of course, George, but
well, he chose to hit it underneath, which he had to, but on the correct side to get position on his 3. Nice opening up, and it just opened everything right there. Now it's just a matter of getting on the 6 and working your way through the last 4 balls.
A little grimace there on the face of the man from Athens. Slightly the wrong side of this. He's got to put a big stroke on this. Up and down. Uptown and downtown. Well played.
I thought he was at the baseball field.
You've lost me there, I'm afraid.
Tony Robles, doesn't he say uptown, downtown?
He does, yes.
So I said I thought he was at the baseball field.
One thing Alex Kazakis has got is guts. You'll never find him left wanting. He leaves everything out on the table, George. And that man there was sailing after taking the first set, 4-0. And Alex right back in this now. And we're going to be going to a shootout if he can make the 8, the 9 and the 10. Barring a miscue or something catastrophic like that, George.
Well, he'd like to be off the rail just a hair. If he had ball in hand shape, he'd want to be off the rail just a hair more to get the cue ball off the rail.
He's got to put a bit more pace into this, maybe. Which he did. Played it very well. Gutsy performance, as I said, from Alex Kazakis. And a gutsy performance from Eklund Kachi as well, who's just won against Jose Alberto Delgado on a shootout. And we're going to our own shootout here. Alex Kazakis, what a performance. And he'll be feeling very, very pleased with himself.
And we'll stay with you as Jeannie Kudo. Well,
Well,
going to a break.
The players have
are going
taken
to
a break, so we might as well, mightn't we?
Yeah.
Why not? See you soon, guys.
Sorry,
Shootout
guys.
coming up.
Back to the live action.
Not
To
much
watch-
action going on though. We got
to-
a 10 ball in the middle, We're ready for a shootout.
To watch the empty chairs.
Yeah, both players taking a
Interesting.
quick break, so it gives us a chance to tell you what's going to go on next. Alex Kazakis, who won the opening leg, will get to choose whether he goes first or second. I'm sure he'll choose to go first, George, as most players do, don't they?
You know, in all this time, we've only seen one player give up the right to go first.
Do you remember who that was?
I don't. And I kind of wondered why. Didn't ask him, or I don't remember anymore, so.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is the 10 ball is placed where it's racked in the rack, not on the spot, not on the pyramid spot, but where it's racked in the rack. And then each player will have 4 innings, 2 from each side. It will be a lot easier to explain when they actually put the cue ball up there so we can see. But it's along the head string line and 1 diamond along from the rail. And then they'll take it in turns. They'll both play a shot from one side, then they'll switch over to the other side. You have to make the 10 ball in the pocket where it's intended to go. There's no luck, no flukes allowed. And there is a shot clock in play as well. And then if we're still left, well, did you hear that? Oh, he's playing the violin. He's playing the Vietnamese violin. He's got a wet cloth on his cue, hasn't he?
It's still hard to do. I mean,
Yeah, but that's a Vietnamese violin cue, George. That's the
Okay.
Perry violin. There you go. There's the graphic. That's better. Look. So there you can see exactly 4 innings, alternate sides, highest score wins. But if we level after 4, that green box will shrink back by a diamond to make it even harder. And it does go to sudden death after 4 innings each. So
Are
there
you-
you go. We're up to date.
are you trying to say that distance makes the stroke grow weaker?
Heart makes the heart. No, what was it, George?
Said distance makes the stroke go weaker. Alex has missed the opening spot shot. I'm surprised.
Fist pump there from the Vietnamese fans.
And Alex is disgusted.
He's one of the best at these shootouts. Him, Dennis Grabe have had some great shootouts. So has the very famous one, Nukioi, against Jesus Atencio. That was an amazing shootout.
Remember that one well in Arizona.
Yes, it was incredible, wasn't it? 14-13. Back to this one. Wow, he's absolutely a mile off with that one. And there was a chance there to get an early lead.
Well, you know, Mark, one of the things I notice about the shootouts is the player cannot say he got a bad rack.
And you'll also notice
Well.
it's always placed right side up, so all they've got to aim at is the blue sphere, a bit like Venus.
Inning number 2.
That's better from Alex.
Found his mark.
Look at that, right in the centre of the pocket. And referee being very careful to place it exactly the same for both players.
Consistency is what they're after. Uh-oh. Not sure why he looked away there. Missed the first 2. I wonder what drew his eyes off the 10 ball when he was staring at it before he got down to shoot.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, I was watching his eyes intently because that is just such a tell. Just before he gets down, his eyes shifted to his right or over to the left of the screen, and then came back. And usually, anytime the eyes move, there's a distraction. Alex is pure on that one. He's made 2 of 3. His opponent has missed 2 of 2.
Yeah, really needs to make this. Otherwise, it's match to Kazakis. Must make this ball. And remember, he made the first one. Did he not?
No, missed them both.
Oh, of course, yes. I was thinking of the celebration for the Vietnamese, but they were celebrating the miss from Kazakis.
And he missed that one.
And he's scratched on it as well. He's hit it so hard, that one. Well, he'll be very disappointed because he started so well. 4-0 won the first rack. Kazakis came back. And thank you so much for joining us. George Chaya, as always, in the booth.
Thank you, Mark White. Thank you, folks. Thank you, Mark. Guys, see you later.